Hi everyone, it's Caitlin and welcome back to Your Financial Journey. Today's video is a step-by-step tutorial on how to open a Roth IRA with Vanguard. And yes, you're never too young or too old to start saving. If you're new to us, here's a fun fact about me. I opened my first Roth IRA when I started earning a bit of money at age 15, but more on that later. And if you're new to investing or to Roth IRAs, you should know that with a Roth IRA, you contribute after-tax earnings, meaning you've already paid income tax on it. In many cases, that simply means that you use the money from your paycheck that actually comes into your bank account. And that is because your employer generally already deducts any taxes from your paycheck before depositing the remaining net amount into your account. But everyone's financial journey is different, so please make sure you understand how that works in your case. So with the Roth IRA, you can usually invest in things like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and etc. And because you've already paid taxes on the money that you contribute to your Roth IRA, anything you earn in your Roth IRA is not taxed, and any earnings you withdraw from your Roth after you retire is also tax-free, so long as you've had the account open for at least 5 years. And as almost everyone who's ever paid taxes will confirm, it's a nice feeling to know that you've already paid your taxes on the Roth and will be able to withdraw this part of your retirement savings without having to pay any taxes again after you retire. For 2025, the annual IRA contribution limit is $7,000 if you're under 50 and $8,000 if you're 50 or older. Your modified adjusted gross income in 2025 has to be under $150,000 for single filers or under $236,000 for joint filers to make the full Roth IRA contribution of either $7,000 or $8,000, depending on your age. And you can make these 2025 IRA contributions even retroactively until the unextended federal tax deadline early in 2026. There are some specific rules and regulations around Roth IRAs that you should be aware of. So if you are interested in more information, please leave a comment below and we'll see if we can pull together a separate Roth IRA video for you in the coming weeks and months. For today's video, let's just say that Roth IRAs are particularly well suited for teens, younger adults, and anyone who is in a lower tax bracket now and who expects to be in a higher tax bracket later on in life. Because you pay all the taxes that you owe the government now when you are in a lower tax bracket and won't have to pay them in the future when you're in a higher tax bracket. As I said at the beginning, my parents actually helped me and my siblings set up our Roth IRAs the moment we started working. Most young people don't think much about retirement, and that's understandable. I mean, it can feel pretty far away. But in real life, the earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow, as my parents always tell me. If you need some more motivation, check out my sister Ava's video here on how to become a millionaire with compound interest. I've also linked it below in the first pinned comment for you. Setting up a Roth IRA could be one of the first steps to that millionaire milestone, and the sooner you start and the more serious you are about it, the greater the likelihood that you'll hit that millionaire goal one day. But first, I have to confess something. So, the Roth IRAs that my sisters and I have are all with Fidelity. And when my younger brother starts working, I'm sure my parents will help him set up his Roth IRA there as well. If you want an overview of why we're with Fidelity and how to open up a Roth IRA there instead, then check out this recent video here, also linked below in the first pinned comment for your convenience. We also have this one here if you're interested in opening a Roth IRA with Schwab, also linked below in the first pinned comment for you. But for today, let's get back to Vanguard. Vanguard, like Fidelity and Schwab, is considered by many to be one of the leading brokerage firms in the industry. Vanguard is known for 3 important things, with the first being its low-cost index funds and ETFs, which are ideal for long-term passive investors like those saving for retirement. The second notable point is that Vanguard is owned by its clients, meaning that Vanguard has a greater tendency to prioritize lowering costs than other brokerages which have shareholders or other external owners who want to see a return on their investment. This is particularly beneficial for a Roth IRA, where tax-free growth amplifies the impact of low fees. And yes, this also means that when you open a Roth IRA account with them, you're considered a Vanguard owner, albeit a very small one initially. And the third notable point is that at Vanguard, any uninvested cash in your account is generally automatically swept or moved into their default settlement fund, VMFXX, which allows you to earn higher yields on your uninvested cash with them than other leading brokerage companies. Now, before you rush off to open your Vanguard Roth IRA, you should know what some people dislike about them as well. Vanguard's online platform, customer service, and educational resources are sometimes rated a notch or more below that of Fidelity and Schwab. If you want a more detailed comparison between Vanguard, Fidelity, and Schwab, then please drop a comment below and we'll work on this as soon as we can. If, on the other hand, you're ready to start investing in some of Vanguard's low-cost index funds and ETFs, but just need to get your Roth IRA up and running, then let's dive into today's tutorial on how to set up your Vanguard Roth IRA. So here we are at Vanguard's website. Here's their web address. Let's click on Personal Investors, and on this next screen that appears, let's select Open an Account, which will take us to this screen here. If you're already a Vanguard client, you would click here. But for the purposes of today's video, let's assume that you're not a Vanguard client and click on Sign Up instead. On this next screen, I'll select Open a New Account, and then on the page after that, Open an Investment Account. And this screen will appear asking me how I want to manage this account. I'll select Invest on my own. And this overview of what's next screen will appear, and if I scroll down, I can see that it will take 5 to 10 minutes to open my new account. First, I'll need to select an account type to hold my investments. Then, I'll have to provide personal information and create a login if I don't have one already. And, last but not least, I'll need to add a bank if needed and answer a few more questions. And, once I've completed the account opening process, I can choose investment products within 3 business days, although it may take 7 calendar days to purchase certain products. And if I scroll down further, I see that to open an account, I'll need a permanent U.S. residence, an employer address if applicable, and a social security number. Here, I can also see that there are no fees to open a brokerage account at Vanguard. Do note, though, that to avoid an annual $25 account service fee, you do need to sign up for document e-delivery. And in this section, Vanguard lets me know that some investment products have minimums. And if I scroll down again, I can find the answers to some of the most frequently asked questions. Let's scroll all the way back up now and click on Select Your Account. That will take me to this next screen where I can choose an account for my savings and investment needs. I'll scroll down to where it says Roth IRA. If I wanted to learn more about a Roth IRA, I could click here. But for this tutorial, let's select Open Account. And this Tell Us About Yourself screen appears. Here, I'll fill in my name, email, date of birth, and citizenship status. The options here are U.S. citizen, resident alien, and non-resident alien. Once I've made my selection here, I'll enter my social security number and gender, and then I'll hit Continue. Then on the next screen, I'll enter my home address here and make sure to check this box here that my mailing address is the same as my home address. This may be different in your situation, so uncheck this box if you need to. Now let's scroll down and I'll put my phone number in here and leave this box checked because it's my cell phone number that I'm using. Afterwards, I'll scroll back up and click on Continue again. This box appears next, asking me to review what I've entered so far. Everything is correct, so I'll click on Continue again. And on the next page, I'll need to set up web access. Here, I'll enter the username and password that I want, and I'll confirm my password in this box. Note the rules and requirements here for the username and password. Then I'll scroll down and read through this section here on consent to e-delivery and website terms of use and check this box here saying that I agree with everything that I've just read. Now let's scroll back up and click Continue. And on the next page, I'll need to set up my security questions. If I click on this down arrow here, Vanguard gives me a list of security questions that I can choose from. And once I set up all 3 security questions, I'll click Continue, and voila, I'm done. This success page will appear telling me that I've set up my online access. And when I'm ready, I can click here to log into my new Roth IRA account to link up my bank account and transfer in funds as well as set up my beneficiaries. Beneficiaries are the people who would receive the assets in my Roth IRA if anything were to ever happen to me. You can name one beneficiary, like your spouse or a parent, Or you can name multiple beneficiaries, like your siblings or children. And that, my financial friend, is how you can go ahead and set up a Roth IRA with Vanguard. If you found this video useful, then check out this video here on the 8 millionaire money habits that our parents instilled in us from a young age. Maybe they'll also help give your financial journey a boost. And make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below to let us know what other money topics you'd like us to cover in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.